Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this brand new episode of Building Benny's Movie Park in Planet Coaster. Today we're gonna build the interior of the Great Hall. I actually wanted to do this section right here, but I thought it's a bit more fun, a bit more variety to, do this instead. After that's done, I have no idea what we'll do. I always end up doing something else anyway. So let's do this and then we'll just see. First, I think these structure kind of elements we need to put in place. I'm guessing that's the most important. They're a bit higher up in my version, but I guess we're just gonna have to deal with that. I think these new pieces will come in handy, so I'll just place those down already. Now let me just search through all the bullshit we've got in general. Like a big arch would be nice. Maybe this is not super accurate, but I guess it's close enough. We don't really have a lot of options when it comes to arches. And so I know this is supposed to be stone, but we only have nice looking metal parts. It's gonna have to be this. It's gonna be way too big of a pain. It's gonna look very weird and inconsistent. So instead, let's just go with this. With the wooden brackets, we can maybe add some detail like so. Nothing very special. I genuinely don't see how this is ever gonna end up looking nice, but we'll see. We'll pray. Most of all, let's just try something like that. In general, all of these things we can't get rid of because, well, they are the windows. So those are always gonna be there. It's gonna look horrendous unless I do these. Well, is it identical? No. Is it good enough? Yes. Let me just see how far we can get with this. Ah, that is terrible though. Oh, that bothers me a lot. Why? What is wrong with this piece? It looks ass. I had not anticipated on this being such a pain, but we'll just continue anyway. Let's kind of try recreate these similar shapes and then copy this over to the walls. Let me tell you, I'm already tired of this. Okay, there you go. Is that nice at all? Oh, and by the way, we technically also need these statues here, which are supposed to be like some sort of gargoyles. But I'm gonna do this because I can already tell there's nothing that looks remotely close. So I guess we'll just go with the Planet Coaster mascot. And to be fair, it actually looks pretty fun. I mean, does it? Nope, no it doesn't. Although wait, actually, this is not at all the same thing, but at least it is a sort of gargoyle. It's a stone decoration. But what is this texture, dude? It looks terrible. No, that looks terrible. What? Even these as well. That looks... Ugh. Well, I guess we're just gonna have to improvise. Maybe like a pot. I mean, this is actually surprisingly good. I don't know why. As pathetic as this is, it will have to do. Look, I'll just grab this one, flip it around, and move it to the other side, just right against the wall there. And then we can just grab both of them and copy them over all across the room. And then we just pray it actually looks as nice as I had hoped, but I'm thinking it might. Look at this. There you go. That is actually not so bad whatsoever. It's not finished yet, because of course down here we need also kind of statue thingies which hold the flames. Now what I'm secretly hoping we can do is just grab some of these wings, put them on the fish, and just kind of get away with that this way. Although I'm not sure this looks all that great. That is horrible, but the only alternative we have is this, which is just clearly way too Viking. But I think we're gonna have to go with it because it's both... that is just both horrible. This episode is not going well. This is a disaster. The only thing I know for a fact we do have are these flames. We can use either this one or this large one. I'm not sure which is better. I think this one looks a bit more elegant. So let's pop that right in there. And then at least that is kind of accurate. Yeah, that looks sweet. I hate the head, but until we have something better looking, we're gonna have to go with it. Just copy that over and then move on to the finer detail. Same thing on the other side, of course. So if we ignore the lack of accuracy, it does look quite cool, or at least it's starting to look quite cool. It is just not at all accurate. But well, this is Planet Coaster, and I guess this is what it's gonna be. It does seem like a lot of smoke, though. I'm not sure about that, but oh well. For the candles flying across the room, I thought maybe these lights could work. It's for the illusion anyway. Let's see what happens if I just put a few of these on the ceiling in the sky, kind of see if that has a nice effect. It does. It does have a nice effect. We just need some more of those at different heights. Something like that. Really just gonna put in a bunch of them and see what that looks like.
A few moments later.
Now, would you look... Oh, that is pretty nice. It's too bad they don't have the actual little flames on them. They're just like lit up sticks. But I do like that. It's better than nothing, right? What I really don't like is the smoke, though. Like, the way too much. It's like the whole place is on fire. We can try maybe as using these, because those don't have as much smoke. Or just the bigger ones in general also don't have nearly as much smoke. So I might replace them. Oh, yes. Oh, that is much better. Although now they're a bit big. I don't even know. Dude, whatever. Well, it's fine. It's fine. Whatever. I'm way overthinking this entire thing. It's not that deep. Let's put in the tables, which also is not going to be accurate because there's no room for all of them. Oh. Now, of course, the tables as well have to be built manually because you can't place any actual benches and tables on anything that isn't path. I might actually start losing my mind soon, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Luckily, these tables do seem very, very simple and basic, so it shouldn't be too difficult. Again, these wooden brackets are perfect for this whole idea. And I guess I will admit, this looks pretty sweet. Like, that's not bad at all. That really does look like a proper table. Just gonna add some of these in between as well. We just copy the bench to the other side, and we have a very nice looking table segment, which we can just grab and copy around. I didn't actually measure this. Please fit. Yes. And then also, same thing over here. No, that does not fit, which is too bloody bad. It looked really nice. I mean, we could do this, where it's just one bench, and at least it kind of gives the illusion that there is more room. Or is that just weird? It looks a bit like a church. I don't know. I don't know. Because then on the other side, it's gonna look like this, because there's no more room for anything else. And that just looks like it's cut off. What a disaster. Guys, this is a true disaster. Also, just to make sure people behave, let's add some railings here. These look, yeah, quite nice actually. Just for that bit of realism, because real theme parks would absolutely have this as well. Like that. And then I guess, like, we should technically put a bunch of trash on the table, but I'll leave that for later. First, let's do the this part. Over here, we've got what looks to be almost kind of a stage. So let's add some small stairs here. There you go. Pretty nice. And then I think what we can do is just grab this and put it in place over here. It's not long enough though. Yeah, slightly longer, I think. Probably like that long. And I just found this. Somehow. And I'll do you one better. There's a whole bloody table. What have I been doing? Anyway, it appears there is some wood on the walls in Hogwarts. I'm just gonna use these planks. Look quite nice actually. There you go. Nice and clean. I think even on the sides here, it'd be nice to add a wall of wood as well, just to make the whole thing feel a bit more consistent. And the great thing is, technically, there should be a big fireplace over here. We might actually be able to do that. Let me just get rid of this. This bench as well. Using some of these walls, I will make the base shape first, which should be something like this. I'm just gonna be... Yeah, that's what I was... That is what I was scared of. Instead, we'll use smaller pieces, like these I've got right here. Also gonna slam a hole in here, because I think we can try something a bit different here. Because this back section you don't really see that often. We can kind of build a little structure around it to make it look like there's more inside space than there actually is. First, however, the basic shape of the fireplace. Hey, look, we'll just build a very simple structure around it, like so. A little roof on it. And then from the inside, oh, very nice. It doesn't need to be quite as deep though. This is also fine. I can't believe something is actually going right the first time. That is not bad at all. Again, it's not super accurate, but it's good enough. And we can always add some nice edges using metal parts. Always works, just like that. Very nice. Then that needs a bunch of planks for the fire. And then the fire itself. That's a bit much. Yeah, that is perfect. Gonna put that right in there as if it's really burning up. Crikey, that looks nice. Yes, that is really nice. I like that. It adds some life to it. It's a bit boring otherwise. Anyway, I also noticed something here. To be more specific, these suitcases, the luggage. I thought it'd be really cool to add some of that over here, as if some students just arrived and just put their stuff here. I think I also saw a bigger one. Yes, this. Oh, isn't that just bloody nice? I do not really love how dark it is, however, so even though it's not accurate, I will add some extra lights. And I think these lanterns could be cool. Actually, let's just see what else we have. That is better, but it's still dark. Like, even though the sun is literally shining, it is still dark. Like, you cannot really, you know. What we could, however, try is doing this. Just a few of these lanterns on the tables, but I'm not sure if that's gonna look maybe out of place. We'll try it. That kind of works, actually. It's a bit messy maybe, but I do like that. The only wildly inaccurate thing, wait a minute, is of course that the window is supposed to go down all the way. The ground in general inside the building is supposed to be a lot higher up. Even though I already made it higher up, it's still not quite it, unfortunately. But I don't know if it really matters that much. It is only the queue after all. Like, we shouldn't forget, this is the queue. It is not that deep. So let's also quickly add some supports for the coaster on this part. I kind of want to try just grabbing this and see if we can somehow attach that to the track in any sort of way. Let me just let the train in to see if this works. It does. And we simply grab it and shove it all the way to the other side, nicely against the wall, and then adjusting the height so it matches. And just like that, the track is nice and supported, much more realistic. Then, this looks really nice. I like that. So yes, I think this keeps happening. Stop. So yes, I think then the Great Hall, apart from the tiny details like plates and everything, is done. Is it not? Is it? On one hand, it feels plain. On the other hand, it feels kind of nice and clean. I'm not sure what I would change. And as far as the tables go, I'm not even sure what kind of things we have. Do we even have like cans and plates? I don't think so. Only one way to find out. I mean, we have a few of these circles, which can pass for plates, I suppose. The whole thing does have to be very uneven though. It's not dinner time, like it's just, there's a bunch of people that were eating here maybe. So just a few here and there, not too many. Because I'm pretty sure if I do too many, it's gonna be one big mess. And then, like the badass I am, I'll just copy them over. Guys, I just found this. We obviously have to use this in the colors of the Hogwarts houses. That is crazy. Wait, which one is the nicest? Let's have a look. These are definitely a bit too Viking-ish. That for sure. Well, these are really nice though. And then we'll simply have to make those the colors of the Hogwarts houses. So this is going to be Gryffindor. This one is going to be Slytherin. Hanging them up should be the easiest task imaginable. So let's just, here you go. Pretty solid. It is a very nice kind of splash of color. I like that aspect of it. Anyway, I was doing something else. Right, the tables. Why can't these be scaled down further? That is too bad. Same go... Well, to be fair, these can be pretty big. That is only like a few of them anyway. You can maybe put one of these here as well, just for the background. The real actual beakers and cups we don't have. I mean, we do have like apples and stuff like that. You can add to some of the plates, but besides that, I'm not really sure. I guess these are going to have to do. They're a bit tall, maybe, but it's the best I can find as far as glasses go. To drink from, that is. So I shall just add some and be done with it. An additional idea I do have is maybe putting like a pillar over here, because something I just saw reminded me of this, because that cup I just saw, this one, could kind of pass for the Tri-Wizard cup, which would be a very nice little reference. That should then be probably silver, with blue accents, of course. And I'm wondering, can we change the color of fire? We can. I just can't tell if this looks cool or just absolutely stupid. I mean, I guess it's a fun reference. Oh well, it's fine. Overall, I think it looks really nice and cozy. There's quite some detail in here. Let's just walk on the path, actually, it's a lot easier. I quite like it. If you turn the torch off, it once again is pretty dark. Not as dark though, it's definitely better. Makes it a bit moodier. But yeah, I like this. It's cool that the queue is starting to look like something at least. It has looked pretty bad for pretty long, so it's good that we're finally putting some effort into that. Of course, after that it goes on here, which is completely dark and bare. I don't know what to put inside the tower yet. We can't put another ride. There is no room for that, unfortunately, but I do want to put something in here. So if you have ideas, let me know down below in the comments. And then I guess for today, that is pretty much it. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the bell not to miss a single future video, and then I hope I'll see you in the next one.